fantastic to be here today. First off, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Now, we're like a big family. Sometimes you have your squabbles, but when we walk out that door, nobody messes with us, right? I'm coming up here with a favor to ask. Will you find me a new president, please? I'd like to return the one I have, but I can't find the receipt, so. As long as I'm asking for favors, can you give me a new Senate and get Kirk Bills up there as well? You see, the current Senate just doesn't work right now. As a matter of fact, it probably hasn't worked in a lot of years. I think it's broken. I need Kirk Bills there. Let's get him there, all right? It is so great to see so many friends here today, and I truly tell this from the bottom of my heart. It is a privilege, and it is an honor to serve the great men and women of the 8th District of Minnesota. So thank you for that honor. What we started in 2010 needs to be completed in 2012. By gaining the majority in the House in 2010, we simply just tapped the brakes on a runaway country speeding towards Greece. It is the most predictable financial crisis this country has ever and is going to endure. But I have to be blunt. Our opponents don't have the guts to do what's right or what needs to be done. If they have any courage, they're not showing it right now. Go ahead and ask them. Show us the tough decisions that you've made. Show us where you've been at odds with the president. Show us where you have been an independent voice in the decisions in the best interests of this country. They can't. The fact is, they haven't made the tough decisions that the country needs now. They talk about leadership, but that's all it is. It's just talk. There has been no budget from the U.S. Senate in the last 3 years. That is a dereliction of responsibility, of duty of the Congress. The President forms a debt commission, then completely ignores its recommendations. The House passed jobs bills. The Senate ignores them. The President threatens vetoes before legislation is even crafted, and the Senate says, don't even bother. Kurt, can you take care of that for me? It is disheartening to say the least. The country is very frustrated. And I can guarantee you that we are going to have one heck of a budget battle at the end of this year. We can see an out-of-touch administration forbidding construction of oil pipelines, driving American jobs out of the country. But yet, it gives billions of dollars of loans for offshore drilling in Brazil. We see an administration running guns across the American border into Mexico, which eventually wound up in the hands of drug cartels and killed a brave American, Brian Terry, a Border Patrol agent. Then they have the audacity to refuse to provide Congress information on who authorized the operation. We see an administration that thinks it's above the law. Never in my lifetime would I ever have imagined that I would see the federal government suing states that are trying to enforce federal immigration laws because the federal government refuses to enforce them. We have seen an administration do just about everything in its power to divide us instead of unite us. For the past 4 years, we have seen power run amok. It's time to change that. Hopefully our opponents will join us in understanding that proving who you are before you vote only makes common sense. That the sanctity of life is vital to a civilized society. And that marriage means what it's meant for the last 2,000 plus years, between a man and a woman. That's something we will be able to decide in November, because we live in a great country. With an election due to President in November, and with the Republicans hopefully maintaining the House, and then with Kurt, we're going to take the Senate. We will be able to do some of the gross malfeasance that has been inflicted upon this country. We're going to stay focused like a laser beam on the economy, bringing confidence to business climate, while enticing jobs to come back from overseas because of a broken tax code and over-regulation, to return to the United States and employ the most hardest working person in the world, and that's an American. Right now, the country is faced with competing visions. Liberals fear our vision of smaller government, balanced budgets, less regulation, lower taxes, promoting individual responsibility, and operating the government within the framework of the Constitution. Their vision is exact opposite of ours. They want bigger government, more regulation, higher taxes, less individualism, more dependence on a centralized government, and in many respects, they regard the Constitution as a hindrance rather than the foundation of liberty and freedom. I believe in American exceptionalism. I believe in unleashing the American spirit to get this country back on course. I believe this is the greatest nation on earth, and it is worth fighting for. Are you with me? Let me close with these thoughts. Washington wrote, "Government is not reason. It is not eloquence. It is force, like fire, a troublesome servant and a fearful master. Never for a moment should it be left to irresponsible action." 2012 is decisive. We will either affirm what has been done, or we will take back what has been done to us. The people in this room shall decide the course of this destiny. Thank you again for stepping up to the plate and being committed to that cause. I hope you'll join me in the fight. Go to votechip.org. Be part of our team. I look forward to fighting this fight with you. I look forward to seeing you on the front lines. God bless this country. God bless Minnesota.